Question 1. The number of acres of useful timberland in 13 counties in California is summarized in the box plot above. Which of the following is closest to the median number of acres? So the median is the line inside the box. So that's a little over 7,000. So B. Robert rented a truck to transport materials he purchased from a hardware store. He was charged an initial fee of $20 plus an additional $0.7 per mile driven. If the truck was driven 38 miles, what was the total amount Robert was charged? So for 1 mile, he was charged $0.7. So for 38 miles, he would be charged 0.7 into 38, 8 into 7, 56, carry 5, 7 into 3, 21, plus 5, 26. So 26.6 and plus 20, which is the initial fee, so 46.6a. The equation y is equal to 0.1x models the relationship between the number of different pieces of music a certain pianist practices y during an x minute practice session. How many pieces did the pianist practice if the session lasted 30 minutes? So that would be 0.1 into 30. So 3 pieces. What value of A satisfies the equation above? So we have 3 times A plus 4 plus 6A is 3 times A plus 4 plus 30. So this and this cancel. So A is 5. Rhododendron leaves curl up at temperatures below freezing and they uncurl and widen as the temperature rises. The scatterplot above shows the results of a study in which the widths of some rhododendron leaves from the same plant were measured at various times over a certain period. The widths in millimeters were plotted against the temperatures in degrees Fahrenheit at the times the leaves were measured. The solid line segment is a line of best fit that models the relationship between temperature and width of the leaves when temperature is between 0 and 24. And the dashed line segment models this relationship where temperature is between 24 and 36. Based on the dashed line segment, which of the following is closest to the temperature at which the width of a rhododendron leaf is predicted to be 42 millimeters? Okay, so 42 millimeters is this point. So that temperature is 34 degrees Fahrenheit. At a time when the temperature was 14 degrees Fahrenheit, the width of one of the rhododendron leaves was measured. By approximately how much does the actual measurement differ from the predicted value? Okay, so 14 is here. So actual value is almost 12 and predicted value is 10. So the actual value is 2 millimeters greater than the predicted value, B. Based on the solid line segment, which of the following could be the predicted width of a rhododendron leaf when the temperature is T, where T is between 0 and 12? Okay, 0 and 12, which of the following could be the width? So 5, no, 5 is not possible. 8, yeah, 8 is possible. So this is the correct answer. 12, no, 12 is much higher and 14 is also not possible. So 8. An object with a mass of 1 kg weighs 2.2 pounds. An object having which of the following masses weighs closest to 2 pounds? Okay, so 1 by 2.2 is x by 2. So x is 2 by 2.2. which is 1 by 1.1. So this will be a little less than 1, right? So that would be 0.91. In the triangle above, A is 45. What is the value of B? Okay, so 2B plus 45 plus 31 is 180. So 2B is 180 minus 76. So that is 104. So B will be 52. At a large high school, 300 students were selected at random and were asked in a survey about a menu change in the school cafeteria. All 300 students completed the survey. It was estimated that 38% of the students were in support of a menu change with a margin of error of 5.5%. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the survey results? Okay, the percent of the students at the school who support a menu change is 38%. No, you can't say that because the margin of error is 38% plus minus 5.5%. So the range of values will be from 32.5% to 43.5%, right? So A is wrong. The percent of the students at the school who support a menu change is greater than 38%. No, we can't say that. Plausible values of the percent of students at the school who support a menu change are between this and this. Yes, that is the right answer. Plausible values of the number of students who support a menu change are between 295 and 305. No. We don't know the total number of students at the school. Once we have the total number of students, 32.5% and 43.5%, the possible values will be between those two numbers. If xy is the solution to the system of equations above, what is the value of x? So from this equation, y is 3. So x minus 9 is 7. So x is 16. Naya burns 5 kilocalories per minute running on a treadmill and 10 kilocalories per minute pedaling on a stationary bike. Which of the following equations represents the total number of kilocalories Naya has burnt after running on the treadmill for 50 minutes? So that would be 50 into 5, which is 250. And pedaling on the bike for m minutes. So that would be 10m. So 250 plus 10m. So D. For the function f defined above, what is the value of f9 minus f1? Okay, so that would be 9 plus 7 by 4 minus 1 plus 7 by 4. So 16 by 4 minus 8 by 4. So 4 minus 2, which is 2. There were approximately 113,000 occupational therapy jobs in the US in 2012. The Bureau of Labor Statistics has projected that this number will increase by 29% from 2012 to 2022. Of the following, which is closest to the number of occupational therapy jobs the Bureau has projected for the US in 2022? So that will be 113,000 times 1.29. So let's plug that in. 113,000 multiplied by 1.29, 145,770. So very close to 145,800, option D. A survey was conducted using a sample of history professors selected at random from the California state universities. The professors surveyed were asked to name the publishers of their current texts. What is the largest population on which the results of the survey can be generalized? So if it is California state universities, I definitely cannot apply it to all professors in the US. And because it was taken from a sample of history professors, I can only apply it to history professors, not all professors at California state universities. A company produces board games and sells them online and in stores. The quadratic function P models the company's monthly profits, Px, where X board games are produced and sold. The graph of Y is equal to Px, where 25 is less than X is less than 55 is shown. How many board games must the company produce and sell in order to earn the maximum profit? Okay, so that happens at the vertex, right? So how many board games? That would be the midpoint of 25 and 55, which is 40. So 40,000. A number n is increased 6% if the result is 318. What is the value of n? So n times 1.06 is 318. So n is 318 by 1.06, which is 300. So C. The equation above can be used to calculate the distance in miles traveled by a car moving at a speed of 55 miles per hour over a period of t hours. For any positive constant k, the distance the car would have traveled after 9k hours is how many times the distance the car would have traveled after 3k hours. So distance is proportional to time. So that would be 9k by 3k. So that's 3. In which of the following tables is the relationship between the values of x and their corresponding y values non-linear? Okay. So here the values are increasing by a constant 3. So this is linear. Here it's constant 4. So linear. Here it's a constant 5. So linear. And here it's a multiple of 2, right? So this is non-linear, D. The dot plot above gives the ages in months at which 25 babies began walking. Which of the following is true about the mean and the median of the data? So for 25 babies, the median would be the 13th value. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 14 is the median. Let's find the mean. So 9 plus 10, 19 plus 11 is 30 plus 12 into 3, 36. 13 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 65 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 into 7 and 15 into 7. So 29 into 7. So let's add them up. 30 plus 36 plus 65 plus 29 multiplied by 7. Okay, so that's 334 and that divided by 25. So 13.36. So the median is greater than the mean. The mean is less than the median, B. Point C is the center of the circle shown above. What is the measure of angle ECB in radians? So we know that pi radians is 180 degrees. So 90 degrees would be pi by 2 radians. The scatter plot above shows the number of visitors to a railroad museum in Pennsylvania each year from 1968 to 1980, where T is the number of years since 1968 and N is the number of visitors. A line of best fit is also shown. Which of the following could be an equation of the line of best fit? Okay, so we can see that the y-intercept are these values. So from these values, the y-intercept seems closest to the 16,000 mark. right? So it cannot be B and D. And for the slope, we have from 16,000 to 40,000. So approximately 24,000 over 5 years. So the slope will be about 4,800, right? So between these two options, closer to 4,800 is in option A. So that's the right answer. The graph of y is equal to px is shown in the xy plane above. Which of the following equations could define the function p? Okay, so my x-intercepts are -2 and 1. So my factors will be x plus 2 and x minus 1. Now the graph crosses the x-axis at -2. So this is a single factor. And here it turns from the axis. So this is a repeated root. So a square. So x plus 2 times x minus 1 squared, which is option D. The table above shows some values of x and their corresponding values fx for the linear function f. What is the x-intercept of the graph in the xy plane? Okay, so let's use the formula y equal to mx plus c. So slope will be 18 minus 21 minus 3 divided by minus 10 plus 11. So the slope is -3. So y is -3x plus c. And then let's put minus 11 comma 21. So 21 is 33 plus c. So c is -12. So my equation becomes y is minus 3x minus 12. Now for the x-intercept, I'll put y as 0. So minus 3x is 12. So x is -4. So -4 comma 0 is the x-intercept. In the expression above, b and c are positive integers. If the expression is equivalent to x plus b and x is not equal to b, which of the following could be the value of c? Okay, so x square minus c by x minus b is equal to x plus b. So x square minus c is x minus b into x plus b, which is x square minus b square. So c has to be b square, and both b and c are integers. So then c has to be 4 because 4 is the square of 2. None of these are the squares of integers, so A. The function S above models the annual salary of an employee n years after starting a job where A is a constant. If the employee's salary increases by 4% each year, what is the value of A? So A is the growth factor, so that would be 1 plus 4%, so 1.04. Which of the following statements about the data represented in the box plot above must be true? So this is the lowest value, this is the highest value, this is the first quartile, this is the second quartile, which is also the median, and this is the third quartile. There are more data between 61 and 84 than between 51 and 61. No, this is wrong because 25% of the values are here and 25% are here. There are no data between 37 and 51. That's wrong. 25% of the values are here. The mean of the data is 61. No, the median of the data is 61. So this is wrong. The range of the data is 50. Yes, that is correct because highest minus lowest is 50. So D. The frequency distribution above summarizes a set of data where A is a positive integer. How much greater is the mean of the set of data than the median? Okay, so let's say A is 1. So then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 occurs once, 2 occurs twice, 3 occurs 3 times, 4 occurs twice, and 5 occurs once. So this is a symmetrical data. So both the mean and the median would be 3. So the difference is 0. In the system of equations above, A is a constant. If the system has no solution, what is the value of A? So the slope of this line is 2 and the slope of this line is A. And for them to have no solution, the line should be parallel, which means that they should have the same slope. So then A should be 2. In the xy plane, a parabola has vertex 3, 1 and intersects the x-axis at 2 points. Okay, so 3, 1 and intersects the x-axis at 2 points. Okay. If the equation of the parabola is written in the form y is equal to minus ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are constants, which of the following could be the value of c? So c would be the y-intercept. So the y-intercept can be -8 for sure, right? For example, the parabola could look like this, right? And this point can be -8. So yes, it could be this. 2, 2 is here, 3 is here, and 7 is here. So that's not possible because it's opening downward, right? So the right answer is A. The table above summarizes the result of testing 1000 car components of 3 different types to determine whether they were defective. Of the defective components, what fraction were component B? So defective is 50 and B is 10, so 1 by 5. In the xy plane, what is the y coordinate of the point of intersection of the graphs of these two? So I can say x minus 1 squared is 2x minus 3. So x squared minus 2x plus 1 is 2x minus 3. So that is x squared minus 4x plus 4 is 0. So that's x minus 2 the whole squared is 0. So x is 2. If x is 2, then y would be 2 into 2, 4 minus 3, 1. So the y coordinate would be 1. Triangle ABC above is a right triangle and sine B is 5 by 13. What is the length of side BC? Okay. Sine B is 5 by 13. So that would be opposite over hypotenuse. So 5x and 13x. So 13x is 26. So x is 2. So this side is 10. So we have to find BC. So BC would be square root of 26 square minus 10 square, which is 36 times 16, which is 6 times 4. So BC is 24. In the equation above, A is a constant and A is greater than 0. If the equation has two integer solutions, what is the possible value of A? Okay, so I can take my integer solutions as 3 and 4 because then I can say x minus 3 times x minus 4 is x squared minus 7x plus 12. So then I can take A as 7. The table above shows the coordinates of 3 points on a line in the xy plane where k and n are constants. If the slope of the line is 2, what is the value of k plus n? Okay, so slope of the line is 2. We can use 11 minus 7, 4 by k minus 3 is 2. So 2 into 2. So k minus 3 is 2. So k is 5. And we can use n minus 7 by 9 is also 2. So n minus 7 is 18, so n is 25. So k plus n is 30. The acceleration due to gravity in meters per second on Earth is 1.3 meters per second square, less than 3 times the acceleration due to gravity on Mercury. If the acceleration due to gravity on Earth is this, what is it on Mercury? Okay, so G on Earth is 3 times G on Mercury minus 1.3. So this is 9.8 is 3 times this minus 1.3. 8 and 3, 11. So 11.1 is 3 times G on Mercury. So G on Mercury would be 3 into 3, 3.7. Kosumi, located in the city of Redfield, South Dakota, is trying to estimate the distance from Redfield to other cities. On a map, he measured the length along major highways from Redfield to some other cities and listed these lengths in the table below. The map that Kosumi used has a scale of 3/4 of an inch is 50 miles. Okay. According to his measurement, how many miles is it from Redfield to Sturgis? So 3/4 of an inch is 50 miles, right? So 1 inch will be 50 into 4 by 3 miles. So 6 inches would be 50 into 4 by 3 into 6 miles. So that's 4 into 2, 8 into 5, 40. So 400 miles. Kosumi is planning a trip from Redfield to Pierre and expects to average 60 miles per hour while driving. Okay, this one. How long in minutes will it take for him to drive from Redfield to Pierre? So the distance is 2 1/4 inches. So that will be 2 1/4 inches is 50 into 4 by 3 times 9 by 4, right? So the 4 and 4 cancels, 3 into 3. So the distance is 150 miles, right? Now 60 miles per hour. So basically 1 mile per minute. So if 1 mile per minute, so 150 miles in 150 minutes. So 150. Okay, let's grade this. Question 1. B A B C A. B A B C A. B B B A C C. B B B A C C. Okay, 12. 12 D B D C B. D B D C B. 17. C A D B C. C A D B C. Okay. 22nd. A D B A C D. A D B A C D. 28. ADA. ADA. 31. 1 by 5, 124. 1 by 5, 124. 7, 8, 13. Yeah, so 7 is correct. 35, 30, 3.7, 33.7, and 37, 38, 400, 150. 400, 150. Okay, great. So we got all correct.